Did you know that the position in which your dog sleeps can tell you much more about them than it seems at first glance? Especially when your four-legged friend sprawls on their back with all four paws up toward the ceiling, like a small fluffy astronaut in zero gravity. This endearing and somewhat comical pose not only brings a smile but also conceals a whole range of interesting biological and psychological characteristics of our pets. Today we'll dive into the fascinating world of dog sleep and reveal all the secrets of this funny position. Why do dogs sleep this way? What happens to their body at this moment? And what might this tell us, the owners? Let's figure it out together. Let's start with the main thing, thermoregulation. Unlike humans, dogs cannot sweat with their entire body. Their sweat glands are located only on the pads of their paws, which seriously limits their cooling capabilities. When a dog lies on its back and raises its paws up, it opens air access to the parts of the body least protected by fur, the belly and armpits. Here the skin is thinner and blood vessels are located closer to the surface. Imagine that a dog's belly is like a radiator. On a hot day or after active play when body temperature rises, the dog intuitively takes a position that helps it cool down faster. The air circulating around the open belly helps dissipate heat and normalize body temperature. This is especially relevant for breeds with thick fur, such as Huskies, Samoyeds, or Newfoundlands. Have you ever thought that sleeping on the back is a sign of absolute trust and safety? In the wild, the position on the back is the most vulnerable for any animal. The belly is the area where vital organs are located, and the self-preservation instinct usually does not allow animals to expose this zone to potential threats. When your dog sleeps on its back in your home, it demonstrates the highest degree of trust in the surrounding environment and in you personally. It feels completely safe, knowing that nothing threatens it at that moment. This is a kind of declaration of love and trust that your pet expresses non-verbally. Studies show that dogs rarely take such a position in unfamiliar surroundings or near unfamiliar people. Interesting fact, archaeological findings indicate that dogs have been sleeping next to humans for more than 15,000 years. During this time, they have evolved, adapting to life next to humans, and learned to feel safe in our homes, which allows them to relax enough to sleep in such vulnerable positions. Comfort is another important reason why dogs choose to sleep on their backs. Imagine that you walk on all fours all day, and your weight is distributed to 4 points of support. By the end of the day, the muscles of the back and limbs get tired from constant strain. By turning onto its back, the dog gives rest to precisely these muscle groups. In this position, the dog's spine completely relaxes, relieving tension from joints and ligaments. This is especially important for dogs with long backs, such as dachshunds or corgis, whose spine experiences increased stress. Also, this position helps relieve pressure from internal organs, which promotes better digestion and blood circulation. Have you noticed that some dogs prefer to sleep on their backs, specifically on cool surfaces, such as tile floors in the bathroom or kitchen? This is not a coincidence. Such behavior is another thermoregulation strategy. Contact of the back with a cool surface helps dissipate heat from the body, especially on hot summer days. Studies show that a dog's body temperature can rise during sleep, especially if the dog is dreaming. Yes, dogs dream too. During the rapid eye movement phase, which makes up about 20% of total sleep time, dogs exhibit the same brainwaves as humans in this phase. It is during this period that you may notice your pet moving its paws, whimpering, or even quietly barking in its sleep. The position on the back with raised paws can be especially comfortable for dogs during the deep sleep phase, when the body maximally relaxes and recovers. In this position, the muscles are in a state of minimal tension, which contributes to better quality rest. Did you know that sleeping on the back can also be related to the body structure characteristics of a specific breed? Dogs with barrel-shaped chests, such as bulldogs or pugs, often prefer to sleep on their backs. The fact is that this position helps them breathe better, relieving pressure on the diaphragm and lungs. These breeds are prone to breathing problems due to anatomical features, and sleeping on the back becomes for them not just a preference, but a necessity for comfortable breathing. If you have a brachycephalic breed dog with a flattened muzzle, and it often sleeps on its back, this may be its way of easing breathing during sleep. Now let's talk about what the sleeping position might mean in terms of the dog's character. Animal behavior researchers note that dogs who prefer to sleep on their backs often have a more relaxed, self-confident character. They are typically well socialized and trust their environment. At the same time, if your dog never sleeps on its back, this is not a cause for concern. Some dogs simply prefer other sleeping positions due to individual preferences or physiological characteristics. Each dog is unique, and its sleeping habits are part of its individuality. Interestingly, puppies sleep on their backs more often than adult dogs. This is due to their more flexible spine and less weight putting pressure on internal organs. With age, many dogs change their preferences in sleeping positions, although some maintain the habit of sleeping on their back throughout life. Another curious aspect is seasonality. Many owners note that their dogs sleep on their backs more often in summer than in winter. This makes sense from a thermoregulation perspective. In warm weather, the need for cooling is higher, and dogs intuitively choose a position that helps them avoid overheating. What about dreams? When a dog sleeps on its back with raised paws, it is often in a deep sleep phase, during which vivid dreams can occur. Researchers from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have established that dogs, like humans, are capable of seeing complex dreams in which they reproduce events of the past day or practice important skills. Perhaps when your dog twitches its paws in sleep, lying on its back, it sees itself running through a meadow or playing with other dogs. These movements are the result of temporary deactivation of mechanisms that block motor activity during sleep, which allows us to observe our pets' actions in their dreams. It's important to note that if your dog suddenly started sleeping on its back, although it didn't do so before, it's worth paying attention to other changes in its behavior. In rare cases, this may be related to discomfort in another position due to health problems. For example, with arthritis or spine problems, a dog may seek a position in which it experiences less pain. However, most often sleeping on the back is simply a sign that your dog feels comfortable and safe in your home. This is a positive signal indicating the pet's good physical and emotional state. To sum up, sleeping on the back with raised paws is a multifaceted phenomenon in dogs' lives. It's a method of thermoregulation, an expression of trust, and a search for maximum comfort for rest. By observing how your dog sleeps, you can better understand its physical condition, comfort level, and even some character traits. Now a question for you. Have you noticed a connection between your dog's sleeping position and its mood or well-being? Share your observations in the comments. Your experience can be incredibly valuable to other dog owners. If you liked this video and learned something new about your four-legged friend, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to not miss new episodes about the mysterious world of dog behavior. Share this video with dog-owning friends. Perhaps it will help them better understand their pets. In upcoming episodes, we'll continue to reveal the secrets of dog body language, and believe me, many amazing discoveries await you. In the meantime, observe your pets with love and attention. After all, each of their habits is a small window into their soul. Remember, when your dog sleeps on its back with raised paws, it's not just a funny position, it's a real declaration of love and trust. Cherish this trust. It is priceless.